Why is it not growing?
Getting it sort of following.
Yeah,
God bless you.
yeah.
That football is getting. St. Greg's. Back in the days, the rivalry in cricket.
King's College.
There you go. So I think it's a good one for them. The captain of the side, Adebola Adekunle, they are very excited that they got the experience, endurance of them, impressed. He was man of the match for about 3 games. This is good exposure for our cricketers. So let them come back home. This time, I've said nobody should go back to any drawing board. Your experiences.
You have drawing board in cricket too?
Everywhere in Nigeria. You're not seeing where you go back to your drawing board.
That's some massive drawing board there.
I've said to them, you know your problems, identify them, and start tackling them. 2016 is around the corner.
All right, so that's the story of Nigeria's cricket team. They went, they saw, and didn't do enough to move up. All right, but let's bring you into all that we're doing. A lot of you already are sending your reactions through, but we'd like to hear from you. What do you have to say? We've given you an idea of what we'll be talking about on the program tonight. Please talk to us, take advantage of our platforms, and let us make tonight's program as interactive, as exciting as possible. All right? Austin, thank you so much for your time on Sports, and I would like to see you again and again.
Okay.
We'll go on a quick break. When we return from the break, Domino Konta will be joining us. Let's find out what he has to tell us about the FIFA ranking and what he has to tell us about the Glow Premier League. Is Giwa back, or are they going to be playing street football with Nimbe City? We'll find out when we return.
Experience the action.
Kabare.
Witness the passion.
Oh my word! Here in New Wales. They've broken the deadlock.
Feel the pains.
Higuain! David Hay. But that's not the way.
And share in the gains that come from your exciting world of sport on Channels Television.
For the next 2 years, the Super Eagles.
Sports this morning, 9:30 till 10, and Sports tonight, 9 till 10 p.m. Channel Sports, defining the moments of true sports.
Every day you invite us to your home. Now we invite you to our homepage. Join Channels TV on social media. Hang out with us on Google Plus/Channels Television. Follow us on Twitter.com/Channels TV_NG. Friend us on Facebook.com/Channels Forum. And don't forget to like our page. That's not all. Subscribe to our YouTube channels, youtube.com/Channels Web, to get constant video updates on news and events in Nigeria and around the world. ChannelsTV.com, the news at your fingertips.
All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on now, and we've made a change. Dumnodio Konta, welcome to Sports Tonight. Dumnodi, before we talk Glow Premier League, 3 games played today. You monitored the Sunshine against Enyimba. I told you guys yesterday on this show, you guys were laughing. I said Enyimba's plan this season is to go the entire stretch unbeaten. I told you, they went to Akure, they saw. That was the same place that they lost 2 goals.
What you said was that they were going to go everywhere
and beat everybody. Oh, okay.
That was what you said.
If not for the goalkeeper of Sunshine,
yeah.
If not for Ikechukwu Ezenwa,
who was the man of the match,
it would have been a different story. And that's just to underline for you what Enyimba wants to do after crashing out of the CAF Champions League. But before we talk about the Globe Premier League and the Friday, now we have games on Friday, remember. We'll talk about that as well later on. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Today, another of those days that FIFA brings out the rankings of soccer playing nations. And today, I know you've monitored as well. I know you have also monitored. What is happening this time? We played the friendly. What happened under the month under review? We played the friendly against Mexico, who are ranked above us. Yeah. And we played a draw. We didn't score. They didn't score against us. It was a draw. Maybe that's why status quo remains.
Well, my own take on the FIFA rankings has always been very clearly known. I think it's just it's very arcane. That's just my own.
You don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
Just say you don't understand it. How are you describing it as arcane?
It is arcane because I mean we've seen situations where we beat teams that are supposedly ranked above us and we didn't move anywhere.
We go down.
We didn't play matches in the period under review. We went down. I mean, we've seen so
We play,
many.
we go
we
down.
play,
we
we
don't
go
play,
down.
we go down.
I don't
We
know how
win,
to
we go down.
So
we draw, we stay on the same spot.
So I have to be honest. I don't place too much stock in the FIFA rankings. But yes, because of the kind of work we do have to place stock in it because it affects seedings on the African continent and for major tournaments as well. So, but if we're not going down and we're not going up and we're still remaining where we are, I guess maybe that's good news for now.
Well, the news at least is that we are still in the top 10 in Africa.
We are number 7th. We moved up to, at least for the world. We still remain where we are, number 47.
7th in Africa, number 47 in the world.
Yeah, Côte d'Ivoire still leading the pack.
But Ghana is no longer number 2. KSW is number 2 now. Unfortunately, we can't get you to see it on screen. Cape Verde have moved up to being second best in Africa. How did they do it?
Somebody should explain that to me.
What are they doing?
I honestly don't know how that is possible, but someone should please explain that. But that's on the screen.
Oh, it's actually
Algeria, Egypt, Cape Verde for
Okay.
Ghana 5th, Tunisia 6th, Nigeria 7th, Cameroon 8th, Guinea 9, then Mali 10. And if you look at Guinea, you see you try to give excuse Guinea because they beat Iran going to the World Cup. Egypt beat Bosnia going to the World Cup in the month under review. So we'll see how this
we that drew with Mexico, ranked far above Bosnia and Iran. Shouldn't they cut for something for us? Algeria.
The beauty of it is that as much as people say they don't appreciate it. When we needed it most, we got what we wanted from it. So nobody mentioned the fact that we needed to get among the top best ranked country in Africa to play the team lower than us in the final qualifier for the World Cup. So let's try keep playing friendly games, keep giving our best performance. But the World Cup is very key because a whole lot of massive changes will go up.
And you can be sure that the World Cup will give the highest coefficients.
Yes, coefficient because we have a lot of games and those are critical games and there are no other games in that month. No high-profile game, so the World Cup is going to be.
And NFF are also working on friendly matches. We have 3 already confirmed. We're ahead. Maybe a 4th one might also be on the cards as well.
Scotland, we're playing
USA
Greece,
and Greece as well.
And one more may come in. All right, the top 10 in the world, as you can see on your screen, Spain still leads the way. They've been there for a long time now. Germany, number 2, Argentina, number 3, Portugal, number 4, Colombia, 5, Uruguay, 6, Switzerland, 7. Italy 8, Brazil back in the top 10. England out of it, I think. And Belgium completes the top 10 for the latest FIFA rankings for the month of March. I mean, this is looking at February, but this is for March. All right, so that's the top 10 for the rankings. Any arguments about the top 10 countries, Tunde?
Well, I'm sure the English would disagree. They feel that maybe they've done enough, but they also won in friendly match against Denmark. They felt that maybe should have given them another shot back into the top 10. But all the other countries in the top 10 also had good games in the period under review as well. And so, my problem with the FIFA ranking is that there's just so much going on that you're not really sure where to really place emphasis on. So let's just leave it as it is and move on.
Just like lottery.
Honestly, it's like a lottery at times.
Let me read a few comments on Twitter before we go on to the next part of the show. Nigeria Unstoppable at N Concepts says Cape Verde ranked higher than Nigeria. This FIFA ranking is rubbish. That's what it says. It doesn't agree. I mean, but just go on to the FIFA website. They will break down for you how you get your points, and maybe you want to agree with them around the rankings. Another one here says FIFA.com thinks Keshi is the best coach in Africa. I mean, there was a recent statistics that named Keshi as one of the best coaches in the world, actually the best in Africa. But it says the team it thinkers is not the best national team on the continent. There are different parameters for the ranking. So Nigeria is 7th best in Africa, but Keshi is ranked as the best coach in Africa. Fred Alabi says, wherever they like to place us in the ranking doesn't matter. We are happy with our football right now.
I think that
wherever they place us in the ranking doesn't matter.
I think that's the way to look at it.
It says we like our football right now.
But,
we like the way our football is.
Understand the fact that some of our players who play, for example, who play in England and who aspire to play in England,
it affects when you are below
their
some
ability.
points.
Exactly. When
you are not able to play in some leagues.
At least if you are not in the top 50 countries on the FIFA table, I mean, it will be very difficult for you to get contracts in England.
For some countries, they try to look at your ranking before they want to fix a
friendly game with you. Okay, Paul John, very regular. I mean, he talks to us regularly from Hungary. He says, I think this FIFA ranking has to do with every aspect of football, not just the national team. I don't agree with that. It is
know.
just the national team.
Because look at Cape Verde. Can you honestly tell me that
What have
Cape
they
Verde
done in the last
have
3
played
months?
more crucial or more matches than the Nigerian national team over the past?
Not just more matches, high-profile matches.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying more crucial. We also